Hey, how's it going, guys? Alright, so today Power BI introduced a new feature which allows you to create a new report using Jupyter Notebook in Python. And I want to go to the steps on how we can create a new Power BI report using Jupyter Notebook in Python. Alright, so here's the article that basically covers the summary on the new feature, and which I'll link the link in the description below so you can go to the article on your own. Alright, so I want to go through everything from scratch, from creating a Python virtual environment all the way to installing Jupyter Notebook, and as well as how we can create a new Power BI report using Jupyter in Python. Alright, so first I'm going to launch my terminal. And I'll create a Python virtual environment using Python-m vmv. Now for the environment, I'm going to name the environment Power BI Jupyter Demo. And once the environment is created, we can set it into the directory. It's going to be Power BI Jupyter Demo directory. Alright, so here let me go into the folder, and it's right here. Now for demonstration, I'm going to use this data set that I downloaded from Power BI's website, and which I also link the link to this CSV file as well. So basically, you can download all the files that I use in this tutorial from the video description below. And once we create the Python virtual environment, we can now install the required dependencies. But here I need to activate the environment first. So I'm going to type source scripts activate. Now if I'm using PowerShell or just regular command line, you can simply run the activate file inside the scripts folder. Right, so this is going to be the file that I need to run using PowerShell. And for regular command line user, you can simply run activate or activate.bat. Either one is fine. Alright, so in terms of the Python packages, now there are 3 packages that we need to install. So the first one is going to be the Jupyter Notebook package. Now to render the JavaScript code in Jupyter Notebook, we actually need to install a library called ipynpl. And to connect to Power BI, we need to install Power BI client package. Alright, so here I made a mistake. It should be a space, not a comma. And these are going to be the 3 packages that we'll need to install. Now enter. And once the Python packages are installed, we can launch the Jupyter service by type Jupyter Notebook. Now here I'm going to open a new notebook. So I'm going to click on new and Python 3. Oh, actually there's one more library I forgot to install, which is the pandas package. Alright, so let me terminate the service. And let me go ahead and install the pandas package. Alright, so once the pandas package is also installed, we can now go back. And I'm going to restart the service. Alright, so from the import statement, I'm going to import the quick visualize class, and which is going to be the library that we need to use to create a Power BI report. Alright, so saying that connect. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, so I forgot to launch the service. Alright, so Jupyter Notebook. And let's name the file as create Power BI report 1. And let's go ahead and connect to the service. Let me restart the service again. Alright, so it's like I'm connected. Alright, so in this video, I'll show you 2 different methods to authenticate your account. But first, from the import statement, I'm going to import these 3 libraries: quick visualize, get dataset config, and report. Alright, so this one's going to be used to create a Power BI file. And the get dataset config is going to be used to load a dataset. And report is going to create report object inside the quick visualize object. So essentially, you can think quick visualize is equivalent to a Power BI file, and report is going to be different pages inside the file. And to authenticate our account, actually, let me import both classes. The first one is going to be device code login authentication. So this method is used when a user does not have the right device. So basically, this device code login authentication method is going to generate a secret code for the person to provide to log in into his or her account. First, the interactive login authentication, which first look at if a credential session is created on your PC. And if not, then it's going to ask you to directly enter your username and password. Alright, so let me go ahead and import the libraries. Now, to load the dataset, so here, let's say I want to import the dataset from this financial sample.csv file. Now, because we're using Python to work with data, so we can perform any data transformation, cleanup, or even load different type of data set, such as JSON file, Excel file, or connect to different database systems. We can now easily do that using Jupyter Notebook in Python. All right, so here I'm going to grab the file name or the file path. And here let me go ahead and also import the pandas library. Now, to load the dataset, I can use the read CSV method from the pandas module. And I'll provide the file path. And I'll name the output as df. And I'll load the dataset. Now, if I print df, and here's the table. Now I want to create a Power BI file. And to do that, so here we can use the quick visualize class. And we need to wrap the dataset in a data frame object using the get dataset config function. And we insert the df object. Now to connect to your Power BI domain, so we need to provide, actually I forgot to authenticate my account, that's okay. Alright, so let me do this. Let me insert a new line right below. And I'll put this right here. Now to authenticate your account, I'm going to use the device code login authentication class first. And I'm name the output as AUTH. I'm going to go ahead and create the auth object. Now here's going to provide me with this link and this code right here. So I'm going to copy this security code. Then I'll open the website. Now here I'm going to enter the security code. Next. And choose your account. And grant permission to this session. And we have now successfully connected to our Power BI domain. And I can close this tab. And that'll be method number 1. Now the drawback with this method is every time when you authenticate, you will need to go to the copy pasting step over and over again. Now if I use the interactive login authentication, now because I'm using my PC and my PC already saved my credential session, I don't need to re-enter my username and password. Now if I run line 7, now because this PC or this browser session already have my credential saved, so it's going to launch this page, authentication complete. You can close this window now. Now going back to the quick visualize class. So here we're going to provide the dataset that we'll be using. Then we're going to provide the authentication session. And I'll name the output as PBI, stands for Power BI. Visualize. And let me make this as lowercase. Now if I go ahead and create the PBI visualize object, and I'll print the report, actually not report, I'll print the file. Now this is going to be the initial page that we're going to see. Now at this point, you can use this as the base to modify the report, or you can delete everything to start everything from scratch. And on the right-hand side is going to be the data model that we imported based on the CSV file that we provided using the get dataset config function. Alright, so this is going to be everything I'm going to cover in this video, and hopefully you guys find this video useful. And if you have any feedback or any suggestion, please post it in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a like and click on the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.